My name is Dr. Kerriann Peart. I'm originally from Jamaica and I currently reside in the island of Barbados. My background is actually originally in public health. I started out doing a lot of psychosocial wellness and HIV and AIDS education and advocacy work for, at the time, labeled as for minority populations in the US. I would definitely say my degree that I hold that's relevant to facilitation with CEG is the Organizations and Systems doctorate. I say that one first because of the work that CEG does within recognizing cultural contexts and the ways in which teams are built, the ways in which organizations see their bottom line and serve particular communities. It's the same kind of study that I went through in my doctoral program. Learning that I'm from Jamaica, they often assume I smoke weed. I would think that's the one I've gotten the most since college all the way up. That people assume that I know good quality weed and where to get weed and that kind of thing, and that's not my reality. So that's one major assumption I do recall. Another assumption I used to get, particularly in college, is why didn't I actually have dreadlocks? They're like, you come from Jamaica, man, you're supposed to have dreadlocks. Not everybody does. So those two assumptions, I would say, have been prominent in my life here. Being unconditioned brings me joy, just being myself. I was mentioning this to colleagues as well this week in our retreat, that not having to second guess myself, knowing that what I know is what I know, and I can contribute to a group, and I can also sit back and learn from a group. And I find that that makes me feel very safe and very joyful in just being who I am in a space. I believe that the Change Growth Accelerator content matters because it gives people, professionals in the various spaces that they're serving, it gives them another outlet to actually explore what they're feeling as they're going through things. And providing spaces for folks to actually explore what they're feeling and to sit with that and to recognize other people feel that too, I think is very valuable with the content that we explore in the accelerator. It gives voice to folks who don't normally speak up in workspaces. In my work, I'm finding that more and more professionals are just muting themselves. Mute psychologically, that sometimes they mute physically. It's like they dress down and become very bland and just melt into the wall. And so I think our accelerator content, I think the accelerator spaces really help professionals to reconnect with themselves and others in a way that allows for glimmers of their authenticity to come out and feel safe in doing so. Other facilitation content that I've done is very just matter of fact. Like, here's what you need to know. These are the stats for obesity. This is why you need to exercise. Let's get moving, right? With the content that we do in our accelerator pieces, it's really allowing folks to say, well, here's what's happening. Here's what we see. Here's what you see. How can we bridge this and have conversations about what we're seeing and what we're feeling? And I think it's important to connect first with the personal. That's not something that I recognize as a priority in other facilitation pieces that I've done. And it's a priority here to elevate the personal and then bringing that back to whatever else is going on with the collective. So I think that's a really valuable driver in the way that the content is built out here.